Welcome to Storied Audio. Mara was 34, and she walked with a limp she couldn't hide, no matter how slowly or carefully she moved. The car accident had happened 8 years earlier. The doctors saved her leg, but they couldn't give her back the life she had before. Metal plates, endless therapy, and a permanent reminder with every step. People noticed. Some tried not to. Others didn't bother hiding it. Dating after the accident was worse than the recovery. Most men weren't cruel. They were polite, which somehow hurt more. They smiled, paid for dinner, and said things like, "You're really nice, I'm just not feeling a connection." A few made excuses halfway through the date and never came back. And a handful were openly mean. One man laughed about her walk. Another mimicked it when he thought she wasn't looking. After enough nights like that, Mara stopped trying. She told herself love wasn't meant for her anymore. That broken bodies didn't get happy endings. Her friend Lena refused to believe that. "My cousin is single," Lena said one afternoon. "He's around your age. He's kind. And he's not an idiot." Mara shook her head immediately. "I can't do this again." "Just dinner," Lena insisted. "One chance." Against her better judgment, Mara agreed. They met at a small restaurant near her apartment, so she wouldn't have to walk far. When she arrived, her nerves nearly sent her back home. But Daniel stood when he saw her, smiling, not judging, not scanning, just smiling. The beginning was awkward. Small talk, careful pauses. Then he told a ridiculous story about getting lost in town and accidentally joining a yoga class for retirees. Mara laughed before she could stop herself. It surprised her. The rest of the night flowed. They talked and laughed through dinner, sharing stories, leaning closer without realizing it. Daniel mentioned he'd moved to town recently for work, and that his office was close to hers. When dinner ended, he offered to drive her home. At her apartment, neither of them rushed to say goodbye. "I had a really great time," he said. "Would you like to see me again?" She nodded. "I would." Standing in her doorway, heart racing, she said softly, "If you want to kiss me, you." He kissed her before she could finish. She melted into him, feeling something open inside her that had been closed for years. They became a couple soon after. And one night, when fear finally spilled out, she admitted what she'd been holding in. "I worried you'd think less of me because of my leg." Daniel took her hand and said, "It doesn't matter. I care about you." Mara thanked Lena later for not giving up and for introducing her to the right person. And for the first time since the accident, Mara believed she was worthy of love again. Subscribe for more audio stories.